as a cricket commentator. You can call him a cricket pundit, but he's a specialist when it comes to the world of cricket. Seun Ajidagba joins us this afternoon. Good afternoon to you and welcome to In the Game.
It's a pleasure joining you once again. It's a back-to-back, just like the Yellow Greens. Yesterday, I was on the show. Today, I'm on the show. I'm super excited to join you guys. And of course, I'm super excited that my team is doing excellently well. Yesterday was just a day of records all through. And we'll be opening all the records that happened yesterday to our wonderful viewers to help them understand the magnitude of the victory we got against Ivory Coast.
All right, talking about the magnitude of the victory, now Nigeria's batting lineup delivered an extraordinary performance, setting 271 runs in 20 overs. Now, what does this say about the team's preparation and depth, in terms of batting lineup, the likes of players like Selim Salau, Okpe, and Sulaimon Runsewe?
Well, I said yesterday that the high performance manager and the coach of the national team of Nigeria, the Yellow Greens, Steve Tikolo, they call him the Gonzi Guns. He said, my coming to Nigeria is to create history. And the history I want to create is that I have played at the highest level of cricket. I remember in 2003, where South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Kenya all co-hosted the World Cup. His team, Kenya, got to the semi-final of the World Cup, but they were stopped by India, and he was arguably one of the best performers for Kenya that day. And he said, my coming to Nigeria is not only to improve cricket in Nigeria, but also create history by joining the league of those who played at the World Cup as a player and coach at the World Cup. Nigeria has never, played at the Senior World Cup before. But we have gone to the World Cup at under-19 level. But this time around, we want to create that history. And they said, this is the roadmap to getting to that level. I'm talking about the players we have. Sulaimon Runsewe is the wicketkeeper of Nigeria and one of the finest batters in Nigeria, joined by Selim Salau, who scored Nigeria's first ever century in a T20 competition. Yesterday was a class batting from Selim Salau, who plays for Federal Government College Warri Old Student Association. They call them Fegokoosa. Last season in the league, he was the best batter, and he's showing why the coach gave him the opportunity to represent Nigeria. When he scored 112 runs off 53 balls, and he included 13 fours and 2 sixes. He was also assisted by players like Isaac Okpe. Isaac Okpe yesterday also created history by playing his 50th international T20 for Nigeria. Himself and his younger brother, Sylvester Okpe. Sylvester Okpe yesterday also got a cap to show that you are playing your 50th game for Nigeria in T20. The two caps were presented by two ex-internationals and two legends of the game for Nigeria. The presentation to Sylvester Okpe, the cap, which was iconic and symbolic, was done by the player representative and former captain of Nigeria, Endurance of Fame.
Okay.
And that of Isaac Okpe was done by Ademola Onikoyi, who is a member of the coaching crew now and just retired sometimes this year. Onikoyi, for those who don't know, gave close to 22 years of his life representing Nigeria. Now he's a member of the technical group. He made that presentation to Sylvester, Isaac Okpe, the elder brother of Sylvester. And for Sylvester yesterday, he was over the moon that his journey that started on September 14, 2018 in the Northwest competition in South Africa. In actual fact, himself and his elder brother, their debut for Nigeria was a debut to forget, because it was a 10-wicket loss for Nigeria in their debut for Nigeria. But yesterday, it was a sweet victory.
All right, you've been able to give us an in-depth analysis on what each of the players did, on the day, that's on Sunday, in getting the win against Cote d'Ivoire. Now, with Nigeria maintaining an unbeaten record so far, what adjustments or strategies should the team focus on as they face Eswatini next, and looking ahead to the final stages of the qualifiers?
can you allow me to use this slang? They will beat Eswatini like they were the ones who increased the petroleum motor spirit in Nigeria. Eswatini will not be a problem for Nigeria. Neither will Sierra Leone be a problem for Nigeria, although they want to huff and puff because the rivalry is there. We started years back. And of course, our last game will now be against Botswana, who coincidentally are joint second, or they are second on the log with Nigeria because, of course, Nigeria has got 4 points from a possible 2 games. And Botswana have got 4 points from a possible 2 games because yesterday they also got a 5-wicket victory over Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone are in 3rd position, they have 2 points. Eswatini are 4th, they have 2 points. St. Helena have no points. And of course, Ivory Coast have no points. Why am I saying this is that in cricket, you know, just like in Formula 1, because I saw you and your analysts talk about Formula 1, Max Verstappen, for every win in Formula 1 is 25 points. When you come second is 18 points, and when you come third is 15 points. Now in cricket, when you win a game, it's 2 points. Just like in your football, when you win is 3 points. In cricket, when you win is 2 points, and because Nigeria has amassed maximum points, what Nigeria has better than Botswana, in football, if you have the same points with a team, you say you are on top because of goal difference. Your goals for and your goals against, when you did the subtraction, you have a better goal difference than your opponent that is now on the same point with you. And so in cricket, Nigeria has 4 points, Botswana has 4 points, but what distinguishes Nigeria from Botswana is what we call net run rate. Why you call it football, goal difference in football, we call it as net run rate. And so Nigeria's net run rate is incredulous. 9.500 is our net run rate, while that of Botswana, theirs is 1.737. You can see the difference between that 9.550 is different from 1.737. Okay. And of course, Swaziland, which you call Eswatini, who are in 4th position, will be our next opponent. And I have no doubt that Nigeria is going to get a result. Even in our first game, we have been putting up records. The first game of Nigeria that we defeated our opponent, St. Helena, by 118 runs. Ridwan Abdulkarim, former captain of Under-19, created a record for himself, becoming the first player in this tournament to get an hat-trick. He eventually got 4 wickets in that game, but he got an hat-trick. An hat-trick in football, you say, is when a player scores 3 goals.
3, yes.
An hat-trick in cricket is when we say a player got 3 wickets consecutively. That means he got wicket 1, wicket 2, wicket 3 consecutively.
Now,
so
you're making me want to leave the world of football and just focus on cricket, because it's really interesting, your conversation, giving us also educating us on how the cricket sport runs. But of course, I believe Okpe has a question for you.
Yes, Shew, it's good to see you again. It's been a while, and I thank you for your insight so far. You know, this year, it seems to be that we are doing better in the T20 series as opposed to the Test series, right? And then, you know, I've seen progress throughout the year, not just for the men, but for the women as well. And, you know, in the younger categories as well. So it seems to be that the Cricket Federation is doing something great. So what should cricket fans in Nigeria look forward to from the Cricket Federation? Are we going to get better? Are we going to get to a point where, you know, we can begin to compete with the likes of Kenya, South Africa, and Zimbabwe? What should we look forward to from our cricket teams as a whole?
Thank you, Okpe. Let me first commend Mr. President of the Nigerian Cricket Federation, the Tokinadu president, Mr. Uyosano Sawaru Akpata, who said when he was coming on board in 2021, when he just got elected as the president of the Nigerian Cricket Federation, he had a 5-point agenda. The first thing he said is that across the 6 geopolitical zones, northeast, northwest, south-south, southeast, southwest, north central, I want to see over 250,000 children playing the game of cricket. That was achieved. The second thing he said, I want to see that facilities are improved across the 6 geopolitical zones. That means we want to have a top wicket, which is what is obtainable in Sena climes. He also said that I want to have partnership with corporate bodies so that they can see cricket as a place where they can invest. He also said, I want to ensure that the rankings of Nigeria get improved. That has also been achieved. And he also said, by the time we are leaving as a board, I want cricket to be in a better place. And I'm saying that cricket is in a very good place in Nigeria. Why am I saying this? Our female national team, the one they call the female yellow greys, before they were ranked 28th in the world. Now they are ranked 24th in the latest ICC global rankings. This year has been a great year for cricket, especially female cricket. In March of this year, the 13th Africa Games in Ghana, that was the first time cricket will feature in the All-African Games. Nigeria went there as the least ranked team and the youngest team at that competition. But guess what? We played a no grief for anybody cricket, and Nigeria eventually came back with a bronze medal, beating teams like Uganda and ensuring that we struggle with teams like Zimbabwe and South Africa that are ranked ahead of us. Now, we won bronze against all the odds. They also went to the Kibuka Women's Tournament and also achieved great things. And the one that was the icing on the cake was in the month of September when the under-19 team, the Junior Yellow Greens, went to Rwanda to play the ICC World Cup Qualifier. And they got the sole ticket to represent Africa at the ICC World Cup in Malaysia next year.
All right, Shehu Ajidagba, I mean, we can go on and on. I think we need to probably dedicate 1 hour of cricket. I mean, it's going to be interesting because we can go and talk about different things happening in the world of cricket. But the exciting part is Nigeria is not doing badly, even in the year 2024. We hope to see better in 2025. I must say a big thank you to you. And hopefully the next time we'll have you, it will be hat-tricks and hat-tricks of wicket wins and hat-tricks of wins for Nigerian cricket. Thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you very much. In cricket, we don't do an amaka, we don't disappoint. We will beat all the teams, and you'll be very proud of us. Not like football that gives you heart attack. And we are going to get, 5 out of 5. We will not be a Pep Guardiola who has lost 5 out of 5.
All right, thank you very much. All right, that was Shehu Ajidagba giving us the very best of cricket and telling us what the Nigeria Yellow Greens have done so far. I'm looking forward to more from them when they resume play on Tuesday.